Hi there, I'm Justin Pritchard. This is the Ford Mustang GT, and in this video I thought we would do something a little different than usual and take a look at the Mustang as well as the Challenger and the Camaro, and I'll answer a common question from viewers and readers on social media, which is, which one of these would I spend my own money on, and more importantly, why? If you want a fun, fast, rear-drive two-door that respects your wallet by giving you a lot of horsepower for the dollar, then you won't go wrong with either of these machines. Camaro SS, and this is the one to get. Best bang for your buck, I think. Or the Challenger Scat Pack 392. Also a boatload of fun for the money, and a nice highway cruiser as well. Mustang duty for today's video, it's this 2019 GT Convertible. Anyways, I love all three of these cars very much and for different reasons, and really, I don't think there's such thing as a right or wrong answer on which one is the best. Simply, each of these machines has pros and cons that may guide your decision one way or the other after you consider all of them. But which one would I most like to have in my garage? Well, I'm saying the Mustang, and that's hard to say because I'm a Dodge guy. Of course, my choice is making some of you draft up salty comments, so let me explain why I like it the best. But first, let me introduce you to my favorite Mustang, the Bullitt, which is pretty much the one to get. It is exceptionally good. A little faster, a little stickier, a little quieter looking too. It's the perfect Mustang for flying fast and loud under the radar. And here's the why part. First, to me, the Mustang just feels the most athletic. It's lighter and more precise at the controls than the Challenger or the Camaro, and feels, to me, more eager more of the time. The steering is excellent. The feel of the brakes is excellent. It's just a touch finer tuned and dialed in, so it all just feels a little more precise. This is, to me, the driver's car of these three, and that's because it feels the most like they've paid attention to how the car feels at the tips of your fingers and toes. And if you've typically skipped on American cars thinking they don't handle or steer or stop, well, give any of these, and maybe especially the Mustang, a try, and you'll probably be rethinking that one. Here's a good time to mention that if you care about steering or brake feel, then you won't likely be buying a Mustang that's automatic like this one, but if you do, even this new 10-speed transmission is a seriously remarkable piece of hardware. You can have either of these three cars with your choice of manual or automatic transmission, and of course they're all rear-wheel drive, but Dodge will sell you an all-wheel drive Challenger, just not with a V8. And if you buy the Mustang Bullitt, then those only come manual. Next up, and most will agree, the Mustang has the best cabin in the game right now. It's high-tech with a fully digital instrument cluster, and you won't hate it because the graphics are so good and everything, even the gauge displays, are so customizable that this instrument panel will likely become your new favorite gadget. And I think it's just the right selection of materials and colors for a sports car cabin, and you're sitting just comfy snug in the right spot and feeling like the star of the show. And you've got the coolest switches in the group, the easiest access to customize just about any part of the driving experience, and I'd say the best infotainment system in the group right now, but that is a tie with the Dodge, which is also a little more upscale inside where materials are concerned. Another thing is the visibility. The Challenger, and especially Camaro, are very weak here. You sit in a deep pit driving those cars. The glass is thin, and I still don't know how Camaro drivers see over this instrument cluster. And I know when I'm driving one, I can't even put my arm up on the window since the sill is the height of my collarbone. And the Challenger isn't much better. The Mustang? Well, you feel like you're sitting in a sports coupe, not like you're sitting in a hole. And the windows are reasonably shaped so you can see out of them, and you can see out the back, and you can see out the front, almost to the edge of the hood and not just to the edge of the instrument cluster cowl like in the Camaro. And that means that you'll feel more at ease driving this more of the time since you're much better aware of what's happening all around you. The outward view is no problem for this Mustang, the GT Convertible. Just twist open this handle and hold down the switch, and in a few ticks, the roof's hidden away, and you're the captain of this convertible rocket stang. The Camaro makes a lovely convertible too, and it's probably the best highway ride in this group as well. The Challenger only comes with a fixed roof, no convertible option is available. And I'll finish with this. I think the Mustang has the best engine of the three, and by best, I mean in the context of performance cars, the engine that puts on the best performance, or put another way, the most entertaining engine of the three. Now, the Camaro's beefy 6.2-liter LT1 is a total riot, and mostly that's because it just gushes torque all day long and sounds so good doing it. And the Challenger, this TA has a hopped-up exhaust from the factory, and the 6.4-liter SRT V8, aka the 392, is no slouch on the sound effects either. Both of these big and highly effective V8 engines blow the much smaller 5-liter Ford V8 out of the water where torque is concerned. But do you remember what made cars like the S2000, the Civic Si, the Mazda RX-8, the Nissan Sentra SER, and others so much fun to drive back in the day? It was the revs, and so if you grew up loving a screaming redline from a 4-cylinder or rotary-powered sports car back in the day, well, you're going to love how that feels in a modern V8. So, the so-called 5-liter Coyote doesn't have the down-low guts of the Dodge or the Chev, but it just loves spinning fast, and with loads more revs and that 4-mode exhaust system set to full song, it's an even more thrilling engine to open up. That 7,400 RPM redline is just something special from a V8 engine these days, at least on this side of a 6-digit price tag, and the surging swell of thrust as the tachometer closes in on redline will not disappoint. Neither will the sound effects. And so that's why I like all of these machines, but why I like the Mustang just a little bit more. For my money, I feel like it's a bit nicer to drive more of the time, and that where the feel and the sound and the sensation, or literally the performance is concerned, this one puts the biggest smile on my face. Now, you buy the car you buy for various reasons, and if you're deciding on a new sports car, that sounds like a pretty good one to me. I'm Justin Pritchard. Thanks for watching.